Good morning, ladies. How is everybody doing today? I am on my way to work, and I figured that I would do another car vlog update. And hold on one second. Make sure my iced coffee don't spill. I gotta sit back and fix my mirrors. I'm sorry. I'll fix my mirrors. Okay. So, I'm giving an update. Today is cycle day 20. My OBKs are looking good. I was looking for this week for it to be my positive, and it very well could still be, because my OBKs are getting pretty close, but not quite positive yet. Now, with that being said, today is Sunday. Today starts my further week according to my app, and I am doing Mucinex maximum strength 12. It's 2,400 milligrams. That's the max you can take of the glucophage or whatever it's called. It's supposed to help thin out mucus. I did last cycle, and I actually took it for a full week. A full week. I did it twice a day for a full week. And the only thing is that I did it and I ovulated 2 weeks later than what I expected. So, needless to say, even though it worked in doing what it's supposed to do, which is thin out, all types of all the mucus, it did its job. It wasn't handy because it wasn't really useful, might as well say, because of the fact that I ovulated later than expected. So, what the plan is because that today I've been taking one a day. I started one a day like Friday, I think. Friday and Saturday I took one. Today I'm starting 2 times a day. So I'm only going to do it for this week. I have enough pills to get me through my further week, and then that's it. Now, it's also going to help me because my allergies have been bothering me like crazy, and I just need help in that department because I hate feeling like I have a cold. I actually got the house on time today. Yesterday I was a little bit behind, and I felt so bad. I didn't get out till after 8. But I got good amount of time to get to work. So, I'm taking it twice a day starting today. Supposedly, I'm supposed to ovulate on Friday, according to my app. Now, there's one thing I will say about this app. This app has aligned with my cycle. It's adjusted with my cycle, no matter how late my ovulation is, or in case it comes early, how long my cycle is. This app always recalculates my cycle every time my cycle ends. So it's pretty neat to see that, because sometimes it actually is correct, or it may just be off by a day. It really is pretty eerie of how correct this app can be. And I know with being sometimes irregular, that apps don't really work. But this app I've used for 2 years. Maybe that's another reason. I've used this app since 2018. So maybe the app has enough data that it can predict certain things with my cycle and it actually be correct. Now, we'll see how correct this says when it says I should ovulate by Friday. I am temping. My temps are looking good. It had a dip down to my pre-O range and it came back up today. But I'm thinking it's going to do what it did last time, which I'm still going to ovulate, but I'm going to ovulate in the 97-ish range. And then after ovulation, I'm going to be up into the high 97s, high 98s, which I really like to see because that means I had a good progesterone rise, which means I had a good ovulation. So I'm happy with that. And OPKs, I am doing them like crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm doing them like crazy just to make sure I have everything. I'm not missing anything. I can't even lie. I have probably went through a pack of 100 OPKs in 2 weeks. So that's probably like what, 5-6 OPKs a day. But it's because I check at least 3-4 times a day, and the fact that I do drink a lot of water. Sometimes it's diluted. Sometimes I have no choice but to use diluted, because if that's all that's coming out that day, that's all that's coming out that day. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much I withhold my liquids, it still comes out diluted because of how much I've drunk, how much water I previously drunk, either the other day or however. So I try to not test that work, but I will say my best testing, besides withholding liquids for tons and tons of hours, have been at work, because usually at work I don't use the restroom till like 3 or 4 hours after I get there. And some of it's by choice, because I want to get as many patients in, screened, in the back and out the door as possible, because no one really truly likes to wait, especially not with this coronavirus going on. So I try to get, make sure I'm there for my patients. I call them customers. I don't even know why I'm calling them customers. I'm so used to saying customers from when I was a cashier. And I'm all about my patients, all about getting them in and getting them out, because nobody really wants to sit around, right? So that's what I mean by choice. And that's usually when I have the best ever sample, hold, however you want to consider it, and I get good results. Now, thing is that now I'm drinking iced coffee. And my iced coffee is actually, sorry, y'all see my badge in the front. Actually, my iced coffee is my breakfast, because it contains my protein shake. I'm about to have to go on close to a liquid diet to help kickstart my keto, but that's neither here or there. That's next time. And I'm going to start on baby dancing every day from today until Friday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, till Saturday. Because I'm making sure I'm going to get the full fertile week. I want the full fertile week. The one thing I will say is, because I am doing Mucinex, I do have Conceive Plus, which I like a lot better than Pre-Seed, which is weird, because Pre-Seed, I got pregnant with Shania using Pre-Seed. And then all of a sudden, it did not work well with me anymore. Pre-Seed would cause me irritation. I would get bacterial vaginosis, and which everybody knows BV, and I couldn't do it, so I had to stop. So I started with Conceive Plus. So anyway, because I'm doing Mucinex, I'm going to use half of the amount of Conceive Plus, because Mucinex works really, really good, and I don't want to create too much of really a whole bunch of stuff up in there. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't think too much will be good either. So I'm gonna use half of the amount of Conceived Plus I would normally use if I wasn't using Mucinex. And oh, I was looking. I can't really see. I have because my phone memory is about to be up. I have an actual timer on how long this video can be. So from here on out, you will see a lot more live ovulation tests. Once I get my peak, I will test my surge down, and that I will do in a series of videos that I will put together into one big video from beginning to end, my OPKs, cycle days, and what my LH level was according to my digital ovulation test, which also is made by my app that I use. And I'll make that into one video, and then it would just be me making random family videos until it's, you know, that day, test day. And according to my cycle, it's stating that my test day should, according to my app, my test day should be June the 1st. But that seems so far away, but I do understand my luteal phase is 12 days. I can say that's one thing that has constantly remained the same, that really hasn't changed much, and that's a good thing. So, we'll see. If I ovulate cycle day 26, and you add 12 days, that makes it 38, sorry. And it could possibly be the end of the month to test, so we'll see. But that's really all I have to say as far as the TTC update. You know, I'm hopeful. I'm doing what I have to do on my part. I'm keeping up with my supplements, all my medications. Everything is all natural. I'm just relaxing and enjoying, besides taking tons of tests, but that's what I do. I can't lie. That is what I do. I have been through about maybe a 500 ovulation tests in the past 3 months. I'm not gonna lie. If you was to see my Amazon history, you'd be like, woman, why do you not have any tests left? Because I love testing. I love seeing lines. Because I know eventually them lines is going to be the same lines I'm going to see in my pregnancy test. So, alright ladies, I'm remaining hopeful. I remain positive. I keep seeing random rainbows. I see it in my car. I see it in my coffee cup. I see random rainbows quite often. And it keeps me hopeful that God is sending me signs that they're on their way. You know, don't stress, don't fret. I hear your prayers, I hear your cries. They're on their way. So to everybody that's TTCing, please don't give up. I know how hard it can be. I know how hard it is. I've been TTCing number 2 for 5 years now. And I had got to my breaking point. But make sure you have a good support system. If you need support, I'm always here. You can always email me. I put my email in the description box. Always email me with questions. If you need encouragement, anything, I'm always willing to help. Because my support system got me out the deep depths of bitterness and pain and harsh hurt. And I really appreciate them for what they do and continue to do to help me in my faith and to keep reminding me that God does hear our prayers and our cries. And we shall be fruitful and multiply. Alright ladies, I love you all. We're all in this together. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.